Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Su.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we're going to talk about why we don't blog daily and why you shouldn't either. And Neil, was there any point in time where I think you did blog daily for a while, right?
Dude, I did an experiment where I got help and I blogged 7 times in a day. I think I got up to 10 times in a day as well, just in English. And then I added Portuguese and German and all these different languages. And I think I was at a point where I was over like 20 or 30 blog posts per day.
And how'd that go?
Gets you a shitload more traffic.
And why'd you decide to stop doing it?
I decided to stop doing it because eventually you run out of ideas, you create a ton of crap content, and the conversion rates don't stay the same. Like, I was looking at HubSpot. They're the most popular blog in our space. Would you agree? I think traffic numbers wise, they also produce the most. HubSpot gets a shitload of their traffic if you look at like Ahrefs and SEMrush from things like how to edit videos. Now, if you're reading HubSpot, an article on how to edit videos, would you ever go and pay HubSpot for any of their services?
Nope.
What are their services? CRM, sales, marketing, messaging.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with video editing. If you really want to scale up and you want to be a business insider and just generate purely more traffic so that way you can generate ad dollars, blog every single day. Most of you guys who are blogging are typically in the B2B realm. And if you're in the B2B realm, you shouldn't blog every day because I've done a lot of tests on this and Eric has as well. When you blog, but it's much higher quality, you generate way better, higher quality of leads, and it's more likely to convert into revenue.
That's 100% true. Actually, there is and I saved this for later, but there's one report I look forward to reading every year, and it's the Kleiner-Perkins Internet Trends. This is by Mary Beaker, and I mean, there's a new one that comes out. It just came out recently, just to see the new internet trends, and it's a really beefy. We're talking, I think it's like 200 or 300 slides or so, and it's a really well done piece of content. And just to Neil's point earlier, when we spent like 4 or 5 grand, or maybe even a little more than that, on a guide about 1 million backlinks, that got us a lot of inquiries, it got us a lot of leads, and it got us a lot of links, and that took a long time to do. Our regular blog posts, not so much. We kind of just keep that cadence going to grow traffic slowly. But to Neil's point, he's right.
Yeah, if you want high quality leads, don't blog every day. Go for beautiful design. Go for in-depth content. Go for content that uses stats. In other words, content that shows you're smart and you're on the top of your game. If you want ad revenue, then go pull a Business Insider, a Huffington Post, or a Techcrunch and just blog as much as you can. Like if you think about it, Techcrunch, when Michael Arrington owned it, when it first started, everyone's like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is where we get our tech news from. Nowadays, people are like, Techcrunch, cool, whatever, we like it, but it's not really the end-all be-all where you get your social media or your tech news. It used to be where VCs were like, oh, you're not on Techcrunch. You need to do whatever to get on there. Nowadays, they're just like, whatever, you're not on Techcrunch. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, so actually, Neil and I, we talked about this before, where when you're selling ads, it's almost as if you can't be creative with the way you monetize. So look, we just talked about in the last episode, we don't sell ads on this podcast, and when you're selling ads, I mean, you're kind of giving away your ability. You have the attention already. You can probably figure out a better way to monetize, and it's really tough to play that game too. You have to have a staff that's constantly writing all the time. It becomes kind of this I don't know. I don't know if you want to call it a sweatshop or not. Maybe that's like the worst way to put it. But it's a lot more manageable when you're smaller. A lot of you are starting out, or you guys are looking to scale to 10, 20 million or so. Just doing one really good piece per week, or maybe even just one really epic piece for a month. If you don't have any time, just be consistent with it and you're gonna be fine. But Neil, some people are probably wondering, why do we do this podcast every single day then?
Technically, we do it in batches. So we record 3 times every 2 months, which gets us enough episodes, or 3 times. So we record
right.
3 times every 2 months because it's enough episodes. Each time we record, we do around 20 episodes, takes us around 3 hours. And, that gives us enough for 3 whole months when we record 3 times, or 2 whole months. Tongue twister. So the reason we do this is just getting out there, trying to produce awesome content, be personable. People get to know us, feel like, hey, we're there to help them out, because we really are. We care. And when you're going out there and you're just cranking out content and your only goal is just to blog daily, you're typically doing it just for the traffic. You may not care for people as much. You may not respond to comments as much. It's about building a community. It's not just about getting traffic from Google. Like, if you can't really help people out and provide value, don't do it. And I used to go through the approach of like, hey, I'm just going to blog daily and I want to be the biggest blog out there. And I went through it and I'm like, you know what? It was a shitty feeling after, because some of my blog posts turned into like, hey guys, you should use hashtags on Twitter if you want more retweets. Like, it's just stupid shit that's regurgitated. And the web is already, people have been around the web for so long and content marketing has existed for so many years now that it's like everything's been beaten to death. If you don't have anything fresh and new to say, don't say it. And that's why I stopped blogging daily. And now I went to an approach where I blog once a week. I get less traffic, but I spend money on those posts to boost it on Facebook, to make sure it gets shared so that way I have enough readers.
Great. So that's it for today. Go to singlegrain.com/giveaway to check out our marketing goodies to grow your business, and we'll see you tomorrow.